Запустилось, хорошо. Twitch. Ну что ж, давайте попробуем. Приветствую, друзья, с возвращением на канал Nixera Plays на ютубе и Nixera на твиче. С вами Nixera. И мы запускаем Planet Coaster. Planet Coaster игра, это больше похожая на SimCity. Здесь вы выступаете в качестве создателя парка развлечений. Стрим был запущен несколько ранее, но, к сожалению, игра была полностью на английском языке. Мне пришлось немного поковыряться, чтобы можно было мне понимать конкретно, что происходит. Сейчас мы будем изучать, как конкретно и что из себя представляет игра, как можно построить определенные парки развлечений. И для этого давайте посмотрим несколько видеозаписей, которые могут нам помочь в этом деле. Сейчас я попробую вывести это тоже на экран, чтобы вы могли это тоже видеть. Это находится несколько в другом формате, поскольку сейчас вы видите только игру. Так, давайте добавим. Так, захват окна. Ну-ка. Да, хорошо. Вы можете видеть. Итак, давайте посмотрим, что из себя это представляет.
Welcome to Planet Coaster. Let's get started and build some rides. The Hellion has a pretty high rating for fear and looks fun for my guests. Let's add this to the park. It looks pretty good where it is, but I think I'd like to turn it around.
Когда я помню, играл раньше в игры, посвященные таким вот постройкам парка развлечений, были тоже специфические такие, как это сказать, обучение, больше так скажем. Сейчас здесь нам предлагают ознакомиться, что конкретно из себя представляет игра, как можно построить определенные парки развлечений и так далее.
The contextual help panel on the left shows controls specific to the activity, in this case, ride placement. I can hide the help panel with the F1 key or bring it back at any time. Here we can see how to rotate the ride, so let's give it a go. Tapping the Z key rotates in 90-degree steps, but I can also hold down Z and drag the mouse left and right to rotate it smoothly. I can also lift the ride whilst holding Shift. I'll tap Shift again now to bring it back down.
Даже не знаю, при каких условиях это возможно
I think it looks pretty
понадобится.
good over here. If you're not certain on the position, you can press the move button or press M to move it afterwards.
Даже после как поставили?
The ride is closed, but needs a few more things before it can be opened. Pay attention to the steps needed on the checklist when you're building a ride. Click the Place Entrance button and choose a position. This is where the guests will get onto the ride. We need an exit too. Now we need to build a queue path for the guests. If you make a mistake placing a piece of path, or building anything at all, use the undo and redo buttons to fix it. You can use the keyboard shortcuts to make this even faster. Connect the queue to the path to make it functional. We still need a path for the guests to exit the ride. Let's switch from the queues to the regular paths. Now that's complete, we can open the ride.
В принципе, везде аналогичные возможности.
Theme parks are all about roller coasters, and Planet Coaster has you covered. We're going to put down one of the pre-designed coasters. I think the Little King is perfect for this park. We just have to add an entrance and exit like we did with the other ride. We can connect a queue to the station now. Oh, it looks like this ride is off the ground a little. We'll have to adjust the queue to deal with this. Press F1 to check the path controls. You can see that paths can either be raised or lowered by holding down the left mouse button while dragging up and down. The slope flattens out when it hits the ground, and we can connect it to the path just like last time. We can add a slope or steps to the exit path in the same way. Slope or steps to the exit path in the same way. We can add a slope or steps to the exit path in the same way. And it's time to open the coaster. Wait, what's this? It looks like we need to test the coaster first. Safety is extra important with roller coasters, so these rides need a test run before any guests will ride them. You will need to run a test after placing
Same
down
position
any
was
coaster
in
your park.
Roller Coaster Tycoon 3, and looks like there is
You can see the
the
recorded
same.
values for the speed, excitement, fear, and nausea, all changing while the train goes around the track. Testing measures whether coasters are safe to open to the public and tracks their excitement, fear, and nausea values. Rides with a good EFN rating are more popular, leading to bigger profits and more guests in your park. You can also use the ride camera. You can see the recorded values for the safety is extra important with roller coasters, so these rides need a test run before any guests will ride them. You will need to run a test after placing down any coaster in your park.
Any coaster?
You can see the recorded values for the speed, excitement, fear, and nausea, all changing while the train goes around the track. Testing measures whether coasters are safe to open to the public and tracks their excitement, fear, and nausea values. Rides with a good EFN rating are more popular, leading to bigger profits and more guests in your park. You can also use the ride camera to see how the coaster looks as it goes around the track while it tests. Once the coaster has completed one circuit, you can open it to the public.
Can I rename this coaster?
Remember to use the contextual help panel for controls advice and follow the ride checklist. More importantly, have fun building your dream park in Planet Coaster.
So, it's good. We have finished one first little step to understand how we can create our own good theme park. We have 5 more videos, and let's check this out. And down below you can see a Russian subtitles. It's just for me to understand any word we can see this.
Building
Here.
a custom coaster is the perfect way to make the most of the space.
Wait, it's not exactly that one. Can I change to another one? Oh, come on. You're trying to tell me I can't. Why not? Where's my language? Where's my native language? Guys, come on. Okay, I think it's much more.
Space within your park and meet the goals of the scenarios. Let's get ready to give your guests the time of their lives. Select a coaster from the custom menu within the Coasters tab. An arrow will indicate the direction the coaster will leave the station.
Oh, it's videos how we can create our own
You can
coaster.
extend and change the loading sides by clicking on the station tab and selecting the appropriate layout. Change to the default chain lift section. The chain lift moves the coasters up the hill. To place a track section, simply click on the build button or anywhere on the screen. You'll need to curve the chain lift upwards to a steep angle. To do this, left click and hold the curve icon on the track, then push the mouse upwards. You can also extend the length of your track pieces.
It's too
Use the slope
high, I
icon
think.
to bend the track down. Build at a steep angle downwards. This is known as the first drop, and is one of the most thrilling parts of the ride. On the end of the standard track, there are widgets for bank, slope, curve, and length. You can use these to bend and shape your track in an infinite variety of ways. To get a precise angle for your track sections, you can use Angle Snap to lock the track to exact angles. To get a precise angle for your track sections, you can use Angle Snap to lock the track to exact angles. There are a number of pre-built track sections to help you create interesting and varied tracks. Once placed, these can be scaled in size and rotated to fit your track requirements.
Funny.
It is possible to test this as you're building by clicking the Test button. This will tell you if the car is going to make it over the section you've just built.
Wait, it's not finished.
As you reach the end of your
it's
track,
okay.
you may want to slow the car down or even add a block section to add another car or train. There is an autocomplete car or train. You may want to slow the car down or even add a block section to add another car or train. There is an autocomplete function which will automatically try to complete your coaster. One of the most useful features of the track editor
So many
is the
times I can
ability
see a lot of things about how can I create that step and that step. Of course, it's all about this. It's all the same in every theme park games. Right now, we can see all these things. It's like we can change position on the road and going down, going left. It's all the same. It's actually pretty good.
to edit track you have built.
It's really good.
If you have a track section that's too rough or needs some height adjustment, just
It's
select the
much
track
easier
section and use
than
the
it
widgets to
could
tweak
be.
the track. In some cases, you might find that your
The point is, sometimes I have some troubles with English, and that's could be really complicated to understand me. And if I can understand it, it means I can feel the same feelings about this game, like you are, or someone else. Perhaps in the future, when we just starting to my virtual blog about improve my English language skills, so perhaps it could be very easier that way, but right now it's complicated, really. So let me check this out. If you look to me on YouTube channel, I'm just trying to say right now I have a stream on 2 platforms in one time. The first one, it's Xera Plays. It was my main channel on YouTube so long time ago. And right now we are streaming on the Twitch. But of course, the Twitch, it's our now main channel. But Xera Plays will still be gamer channel too, and it will be not closed, because right now it's like a history channel. If you don't know, there is one thing on the Twitch channel: you can get off this videos, this stream, they will be deleted. So I think 2 weeks, maybe more, maybe less. I don't know about it. So if you can found this stream on the Twitch channel, you can find on Xera Plays on YouTube. So right now we looking for a tutorial about how we can create this coaster.
track corners too sharply.
Of
or
course,
the
it's
banking is
all
not
the
smooth
same
enough.
in every
In cases like these, the smooth
games
options
about
are really
this,
handy
about
and
creating
are a
a
great
theme
way to add
park.
polish to your track. Once your track is complete, you can start to get test results that will tell you what kind of ride you've built. Is it scary, intense, or will it make your guests sick? All
Sick?
of this information is displayed in real time. The best coasters will have a high excitement rating, a low nausea rating, and be in the middle for the fear rating. This will
Sometimes
ensure
this
you
could be
make a
good
ride that your guests
for
will love and
little
want to ride
guests, I
time
think.
and time again.
Why not?
Heat maps are a great way of visualizing the output of your test results. Now your track is complete and you're happy with the test results, you can start to make it accessible for your guests. You'll need to place an entrance and exit and connect them to the park pathways.
From the
It's still
stand,
possible to change the side.
wait, are you really just starting to start to get to exit here, or it's entrance?
Entrance and exit is place an happy with the test results. You can start to make it accessible for your guests. You'll need to place an
Well,
entrance.
what can I say? When I was in Turkey, we were in one park. It calls how it calls. Wonderland. Okay, I think I know about it. So it's it was aqua park and also in some kind of a theme park. When we were there, we have decided to go to a coaster. The first one was easier, it's not so scary, but the second one was so pretty good. And actually it was my, I think, second or perhaps third ride on this way's coasters. And when we were there, we actually don't understand how we can get in, how we can get out, and all of that. But we just follow the people, and that's what's enough. So when we just arrived to this park, we just trying to get so much fun on the aqua park, but after that time we just go to a coaster. And when we just came in, we thought we can go inside from this way and go back from this way too, but they just have decided to create the exit from the other side. And I don't know, it could be, I don't know, no, it's how this word, it could be obvious for someone, but right now for me it could be not so obvious.
An exit and connect them to the park
Strange,
pathways.
perhaps.
It is still possible
All right.
to change the side from which
He just have decided to create the exit from this side. It means he just walk away from this way, or what?
your station loads.
Let's check
But
this
you'll
out.
need to replace the entrance and
Oh,
exit
from
if they're already placed.
There's less like
Now
here.
your ride is complete and you're ready to add exciting twists and turns to every park.
All right, I get it. So let's continue. Let's check this out, the third video. Wait. English again? What about Russian? No? Only the first video, right? There is 3 more videos. 6, 9, and almost 2 with Alf. Alright, let's gonna see this.
Everything you build in the park is for the benefit of the guests. Paying attention to the needs of your guests will make a huge difference to your monthly profits. Watch out for the notifications in the corner of the screen. These will let you know everything that needs attention in your park, so be sure to keep. Watch out for the notifications in the corner of the screen. These will let you know everything that needs attention in your park, so be sure to keep an eye on this list, especially items labelled as important. If your guests and staff are unhappy and your rides are breaking down, your park won't be making as much profit as it should. And your rides are breaking down, your park won't be making as much profit as it should.
So much.
Keeping everybody
Junk.
happy and comfortable is the best way to make them loosen the purse strings. Guest needs are broken down into 6 different statistics: happiness, energy, hunger, thirst, toilet, and nausea.
Nausea.
Keep all
What
6
does that mean,
hunger,
nausea?
thirst, toilet, and nausea.
Oh, as I think it's here. It's happiness, it's energy, hunger, thirst, toilet, and nausea. Nausea, it's like to health, to feel all right, right?
Keep all 6 values well provided for, and your guests will be far less frugal. Different guests prefer different types of rides, so every new ride will bring profit to the park.
Let me get one thing. Here. The point is, I didn't expect this window will block my face here. It's okay. Right now, we will continue to see this.
Going on rides is the best way to make rides,
So
every new ride will bring to the park. Prefer frugal.
So there's this this is happiness, right? Wait.
Keep all 6 and nausea.
Energy, hunger, thirst, toilet, and nausea.
Keep all 6 values well provided for, and your guests will be far less frugal. Different guests prefer different types of rides, so every new ride will bring profit to the park. Going on rides is the best way to make guests happy, but it isn't the only way. Scenery always gives a cheer, and decorative buildings make the park more appealing. Decorating around your ride queues, shops, and coaster tracks will let you charge more for ticket prices. Coaster tracks will let you charge more for ticket prices. A little retail therapy will brighten up your guests, so long as the prices are right. Therapy will brighten up
It's
your
a shop?
guests, so long as the prices are right. Therapy will brighten up your guests, so long as the prices are right. Watch out for dirty paths. They'll make people pretty unhappy as they walk around. The happier the guests are, the more they'll pay for shops and rides, so it always pays off to keep everyone happy. Guests will quickly become sad when they get tired. Put down some benches, let them stock up on energy drinks, and they'll even get an energy boost from extra toppings on food. Make sure there are plenty of food and drink stalls. Adding extras can make them more appealing, and some have other effects. Too much salt and chilies might make your guests thirsty, but others will give an energy boost. Too much salt and chilies might make your guests thirsty, but others will give an energy boost. If you're selling a lot of guests more appealing, and some have other effects. Adding extras can make them more appealing. Make sure there are plenty of food and drink stalls.
I understood this, but such complicated, because could it be for some people who just came in my theme park, it could be enough, but someone it could be so much?
Adding extras can make them more appealing, and some have other effects. Too much salt and chilies might make your guests thirsty, but others will give an energy boost. If you're selling a lot of food and drinks, you'll need to make some bathrooms available. Roller coasters and intense rides will make your guests queasy. First aid stations will make the guests feel better, but sometimes weak stomachs will just get the better of them. Guests feel better will make your guests queasy. First aid stations will make the guests feel better, but sometimes weak stomachs will just get the better of them. Take better, but sometimes weak stomachs will just get the better of them. Guests feel better, but sometimes weak stomachs will just get the better of them. Taking care of all that vomit is the responsibility of the janitors. Hire some janitors from the park management area. They'll also sweep up the litter and empty the bins. You should always put plenty of bins near the food and drink shops. Hiring entertainers will keep your crowd happy, and mechanics will repair your rides, or keep them from breaking down. Remember that training your staff will help them work more efficiently, and you can even train the vendors that work in the shops. Be sure to pay your staff enough if you want them to work hard. Marketing campaigns can be expensive, but are a fantastic way to bring in extra guests when your park is large enough. Managing your loans and repayments will ensure you have enough money to spend as you play. Check up on your guests by using the park management menu. Watch the guests' thoughts to spot any problems. Pay attention to any career or challenge objectives so you're always working towards the next goal. Be sure to set some research projects going so you'll always have something new to offer your guests. Remember, happy guests equal more money. Keep your staff happy, research and build new and exciting rides, and make sure your park is always clean and tidy to maximize profits.
Gotcha. Alright, this is the second one. It's Advanced App Management Part 1. Where is the second one? Wait, what? Spanish subtitles? No. Not Spanish. I don't need this. Chinese, Korean, German, French.
Now that you understand the basics of park management, it's time to dig deeper with extra controls for managing your park and making rides super efficient. Everything starts with the park entrance and the cost of entering the park. The entrance ticket price will affect how much your guests expect to pay for individual rides. If you set a high entrance price, guests may expect the rides to be free. Charging guests to enter will bring in a significant sum for a while, but these profits usually drop off in the following months, so don't let those numbers go to your head. Family tickets allow you to charge a separate rate for family members.
Wait. You just trying to tell me that I can take a price for each guest who just came alone or with someone else, but if they come here as family, then I can get some discount for them to, like, if you will come here as family, the price will be much less. Like, if you can see there, it's $10 for came in, but if they came as family, it could be $3.
Family tickets allow you to charge a separate rate for family members.
Much better.
Families tend to prefer low-intensity rides, so depending on how well you cater to that demographic, you can adjust the family ticket price accordingly. Keep an eye out for any missed...
I think to came here as family much better than came here alone. To come here alone, sorry. So if they come here as family, it's much more than one. Could be
sales due to
4,
expensive
3.
park entry. You can check missed sales on shops and rides as well to see when high prices are turning people off. Leaving guest thoughts will show how sales on shops and rides.
Expensive park entry, you can check missed sales on shops and rides
as well to see when high prices are turning people off.
Missed sales last month.
Leaving guest thoughts will show...
I see, they do not love because there is no happiness, there is not so much shops who just sell the drinks.
Show how happy your guests have been with their visit. If guests leave early because they're bored or unhappy, they may even demand a refund. The financial balance sheet will give a detailed view of where your profits and losses are coming from. Be sure to expand the details within each category. Values can fluctuate due to breakdowns and guest arrivals, so monitoring previous months and average values will give a clearer picture over time.
Staff members will usually roam freely around the park, but can be made to work more efficiently by assigning regions known as work rosters. Multi-select some attractions and facilities and give this group a name.
Nice, I can...
Choose
it's
the new
group.
work roster to keep a staff member focused on these items. You can also change which tasks the staff member will undertake, so you can assign one unlucky janitor to keep your park's vomit problem in check. Overworking your staff members will make them miserable, and they may even quit. Consider giving them a pay rise or pay for training to allow them to work faster. You can also limit their responsibilities with work rosters and task lists. Hiring extra staff will always help to ease the burden. Checking the overview for all of your staff members allows you to supervise their workload and happiness, as well as quickly managing their training, pay, and work rosters. Paying attention to the behaviour of the guests is really important if you want them to spend money. Strategic placement of ATMs can allow guests to keep spending when they're still having a great time but are strapped for cash. They're especially effective when placed amongst groups of shops or by ride entrances. When guests start to bunch up into crowds, they'll move slowly and even block your staff from working efficiently. This can really cause trouble when the paths are dirty, as it will quickly make your guests unhappy and the janitors won't be able to clean. Try building networks of paths to avoid choke points and laying wider paths to help in busy areas. When transport rides provide a fast shortcut to interesting parts of the park, guests will pay a good amount for the convenience.
Wait, it's a
When
transport.
rides provide a fast path to help in busy areas. When transport rides provide a fast shortcut to interesting parts of the park, guests will pay a good amount for the convenience. If you're serious about your rides and coasters,
Wait, I
rides
don't get
provide
it.
wider paths to help in busy areas. When transport rides provide a fast shortcut to interesting parts of the park, guests will pay a good amount for the convenience.
For interesting parts of the theme park.
If you're serious about your rides and coasters, you'll want to use some of the advanced options available to make them as efficient as possible. The operation sequence on rides can make a huge difference to its length and perceived value, and help to breathe a new lease of life into a stagnant attraction. Once your ride is closed, you can swap the sequences, change the sequence, or change the length. Running a test will show the ride's new values for excitement, fear, and nausea, as well as the ride length. Swap things around to tune these numbers to the demands of your guests. Shorter rides are less appealing to guests, and guests will pay extra for longer ones. However, longer rides also complete fewer cycles per month, and will lead to longer queue times. To maximise profits, try to strike a balance between the ride's overall appeal and the number of guests it can serve each month. Adjusting the load rules can ensure that rides will wait a little longer when there are fewer guests, but get moving quickly when things are busy. Coasters can handle extra guests by using block breaks to hold extra trains in place. Running multiple trains at once can make your coaster much more profitable. No matter how great your ride is, as soon as it breaks down, you're losing money. Regular inspections will fix up the wear and tear on your rides and stop them from breaking down, so it's worth changing the inspection schedule for the busier rides. Older rides suffer wear and tear more quickly, so it's sometimes worth shutting down the ride and performing a full refurbishment. This will stop the fast rate of wear and tear and make everything as good as new. Enabling priority pass queues will allow guests to pay extra to skip part of the queue. Guests can buy priority passes at any time from information booths, and some will pay good money for a pass that shortens their wait on lots of high quality rides. Remember that some guests won't be willing to spend money to skip the queue.
Yeah, I think about this too, because as I said, when we were in Turkey in the park, there was the same way. It's like a VIP way. It looks like there's the same way too.
So the priority over queue setting helps you balance this to be fair for everyone. Good use of scenery around the queues will increase a ride's queue scenery rating, which makes guests happier to wait and more willing to pay extra for tickets. You can even boost the experience of a coaster by building scenery along the route. Use trigger points along the track to unleash special effects at key moments, creating some incredible ride experiences that guests are eager to try even when the ticket prices are high. Quality of a ride and its nearby scenery are shown by the prestige rating. This represents the total appeal of a ride to your guests and how much they'll pay for tickets. Sometimes you'll have to take a ride's reputation into consideration. In certain career and challenge levels, rides will maintain their appeal for a short while after being built, but over time their aging reputation will reduce prestige. When rides become unprofitable, it might be worth replacing them. However, if you keep them in your park, then over time they may start to regain their popularity. Keep experimenting with new ways to maximise your park's efficiency, and it will soon become a slick, money-making machine full of happy guests and record-breaking rides.
Interesting. Right, scenario editor. Editor? Yeah, I beg your pardon for this. Knocking. English. Oh, come on. Just only 1 second found this. Alright.
Welcome to Planet Coaster. In this video, we're going to run through how to create your own custom scenario. The scenario editor allows you to test your strategy and management skills by allowing you to create scenarios for you and other players to play and enjoy. The scenario editor enables you to play around with the various objectives, park research, demographics, finances, staff, and much more.
Alright, as I can see, I can create some quests for me for another one, but I think it's not what they're looking for. We can try this later, but right now we can use user controllable cards. Speed increase. This is just like
Продвигай объявление бесплатно на Юле. И продавай быстрее. Юла крутится за вас.
Alright, that's all, I think. Alright, let's gonna see this. Райский остров Галпи. Галпи хочет превратить этот остров в парк развлечений. Не знаю, как это сделать.
förstås naturligtvis i Zamala. Sonnets beforides. Tundus a druswa? Mino chami kuno. But bada fos kuno. You don't want a romance. But love on the full man.
Soda. I can create it here, but I can't get it inside. Strange. Только один продавец. Это персонала, который продает вот эти вот. Так.
Du får till det här som över. Jag ställer nog höger.
Ako kasinu, în cam am zis spela,
Och jag har smursen de kapitu.
i du måndar in där under.
Соединить очередь с выходом. Странно, что тебя не устраивает. Почему я не могу вот поставить вот сюда вот этот киоск, а?
Tasty.
Chow mein chow.
I need the employer.
¿De qué te parte? Ludmila. Allo me dai. Vedi che palle. Tu capitano? Non mi famo.
Già,
Dai, la muelo. Tel pum. Amola, non mi pas vous. Non, non, c'est tout. Pastoin. Che la perdolo. Oh!
tu serais de malade, c'est ça la journée.
I know. Вход на халяву. Разумеется, нечего. Мы теряем в прибыли, но надо что-то делать. Только пока что не знаю как. Постепенно, я думаю, выберемся отсюда. Так. Блин, прибыли теряем вообще жестко. Где это, блин? Информация о том, что там, какого мнения люди-то. Нас стало посещать гораздо больше. Туалетов нет. Пиратский сортир. Что, других-то нету, что ли? Потому что единственный на аттракционе, удивительно. Сейчас точно обанкротимся. Можно... Давайте попробуем сделать еще заново. Сейчас, в принципе, понятно, что требуется, и попробуем сделать еще раз. Like the brain there. Все. There it is. Investing in people. Заработано достижение. Ты вообще работаешь, нет?
Yes? Who's got these fuck?
Походу, действительно он не работает сейчас. Потому что к тебе никто не идет. Как тебе переместить?
Get the top. Okay. Atla mutaga. Ganil tasunun.
Ты как там оказался вообще? Что за бред? Что, он там не удалил, что ли?
Là, regarde. Faut dans ça là-bas. Les quatre pas fous. Fais ça.
Может, напротив есть. Почему я здесь-то не могу поставить нормально?
La poubelle. Belle foule. Pappa ma lämpar om ett volley. Resten user vill jag ha som mig. Det är det supertekras med.
Видите, он получается, вот если вот туда вот уводить, он вообще будет доступен. А так он не работает будто.
Dalle PARTI. Jag har andra tuva. Parla da sé. Jag är ute sin hund. Gas? Patent. Luis? Prego. Tu un capitano? Look me down now.
Бред какой-то. Бред, настоящий бред. А куда деньги-то исчезают? Я не пойму. Что? Я не могу понять, почему здесь я не могу поставить этот киоск. Весьма странно. Привет, Артем. Я тут не могу понять, почему я не могу здесь поставить киоск. Он какой-то непонятный. Нет. Вот здесь получилось поставить. К нему подходят вот эти вот, меняются, а вот там нет. Я вот не знаю, почему столько времени уже промаялся и нифига не получается. Придется заново начинать вообще. Что за садистические такие наклонности у бить людей? Четыре косаря. Это вообще ужас, какие такие большие. Значит, подешевле, а то тут поставил он дорогой, по-моему. Угу. Так. Здоровый-то. Это есть уже. Неимоверно жестокими. Другие фильтры дешевые сначала. Потом в другом месте поставим. Вот здесь вот. Ладно, пока люди развлекаются здесь. Так. Пение парком. Персонал. Продавец, ну-ка дай сюда, иди работай. Ну смотри. Берешь, редактируешь. Удалить, 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 удалить. Вот. Вот, допустим, это у нас сода. Уже провел. Вот, видишь? К этому дорога подводится. А вот с этого нифига, у него какая-то фигня тут непонятная. Если поставить что-то такое хаясуши, допустим. Не поставится, короче. Я даже не знаю почему. Может, какой-то баг. Пусть, короче, так будет. Я уже замаялся здесь что-то делать. Почему задом стоит вообще? Ладно, пусть работает. Главное, работает. Это пока не слишком большая. Продаем гробы. Заблокирован. Так. Аттракционы. Давайте что-нибудь повеселее. Давайте Street Raiders. Что-то не идет. Ну-ка. Вот этот Hurricane. О! Остановить вход. Это будет здесь, а выход, ну, как-то так. Нельзя, что вместе было, да? Заползайте на новый аттракцион. Нету такого тут, увы. А, точно, им же еще надо туалет. Я совсем забыл его поставить. Персонал. Скоро пойдет обучаться. Финансовые симуляторы всегда не нравились, когда как. Почему это не работаешь? На каталке на чашках вообще. Что ты не понял? На чашках катается гораздо больше народа, смотри какая. Ну извините, что уж есть это сценарий, я тут ничего не делал пока что, тем более еще и просто начал тут работать. Моя задача вот выполнить вот эти задания. Количество человек превысить, увеличить достижимость стоимости парка не менее чем на 15 косарей, нанять 5 продавцов. Уже сделано. Ну, поскольку посещаемость вот этого парка аттракционов, вот этого, точнее, аттракциона гораздо больше, поэтому люди больше устраиваются туда. Эта прибыль у меня особо не поднимается, да? А, точно, я же хотел туалет поставить. Пусть там будет. Пока что. Так. Вот на халяву хотелось бы больше построить аттракционов. Очередь на выход слишком огромная. Уборщик у нас недоволен. Чем ты недоволен, чувак? Давай-ка тебе повысим немножко. Еще он нас недоволен. А, это загрузка низкая у вас. Ты у нас чем недоволен? Ожидает обслуживания клиентов. Как на тебя перейти? Кто не покупает? Вон к тебе люди идут. Что ты мне не радуешься? 3 человека целых.
La moment. Que le veamos.
Так, кредиты. Кредитная история. Нет, мне не нужен кредит. Мне хватает своих кредитов в реальной жизни. Реклама, персонал. Че ты ушел-то? Куда? Аля. Куда такой прибыль-то где? Нифига. А почему у нас загруженность такая плохая, а? Ребята, чуть не понял, почему вы плохо загружаете? Полная загрузка всегда. Нифига себе, что за чашки такие вот пустые ездят, а? Хм.
I don't wanna run. Good luck on the food. Opposite.
Что, очередь начала рассасываться, когда начали забивать по полной программе, да? Ребята, извините, но я на секундочку буквально его закрою. В смысле недостаточно средств? Я купил его уже. Ладно, пусть катается. Начали получать прибыль, уже хорошо. Ладно. Почему он не обслуживается? Нагружайте полностью, и не будет проблем. При этом вы закрываетесь, да? Давайте, прибыль повышайте. Ну вот, минус 700 сразу же. Капец. Блин, какой-то.
Tapuniketa. Sato teon. Nekita par hotkiem. Pastuan. Galileo Mashu. Yes. Ludwigana. Ano na dais? Telefon. Para katipal luz na lista.
Кто у нас там бродит без дела? Hello, welcome to the stream. We're looking for some troubles. Can open this door. Hello from Russia, by the way. How can I open you? Personal. Your worker.
Lamu kayo. Kailan pardolo? Hamulas? Sa?
Get the job.
Lamu alo. Witi papal. Kaya mashu. Wagon.
Finally your work.
Pastuan.
Alright. Where's they enter? Everyone is happy. Except you. Why are you not happy? Hmm? You just arrived, aren't you? Nope, no, no, no. There you are. Like that. Will be better, I think. There's a lot of space here. Unfortunately, we can reach that place right now, perhaps. What do we have here? It's just stuff building. There's the enter. Alright, there's much more money.
You don't want to run. Good luck on the food.
Okay. What about you? Money spinner. I got achievement. I got achievement. Okay, what do you think? How can I... a lot of here. All right. Take a moment. I'm trying. I need more money for this. Alright, as I can see, you need more help with that. Okay, why not? Personal. Where are you going? Help him. Where are you going? Where is this